Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us for tonight's presidential debate. Stick with CNN, the Challenge News Network, the one and only place to find all mock presidential election related news. Tonight, we have our 4 presidential election candidates here to answer some questions. So first, gentlemen, I want to tell you thank you so much for joining us tonight. May I introduce, please, Mr. Theodore Roosevelt from the Protectors of the Earth. We have Mr. Jimmy Carter from the Medical Health Click Party. We have Mr. Abraham Lincoln from the Equal Rights America Party. And we have Mr. Theodore Roosevelt for the Animal Aid Party. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Our first question of the night goes to Mr. Jimmy Carter. Mr. Carter, what kind of laws would you like to see passed if you were president?
If I was elected president, I would pass laws that help people in the medical business get the money they need to help people in dangerous situations, and we would pay them money every week. Also, we would make it a law that experienced people would work on the more damaged people. So if you were a very experienced doctor, you'd work on someone who had fallen off a cliff.
Mr. Abraham Lincoln of the Equal Rights America Party, same question, sir.
If I were elected as president, I would pass laws that help stop racism. I would also pass laws that ban mistreating of the homeless. If broken, the fine would be at least $550.
Next, we have Mr. Teddy Roosevelt from the Protectors of the Earth Party. Mr. Roosevelt, what kind of laws would you like to see passed if you were president?
If I was elected president, I would pass laws to not litter because less animals will get trapped in our garbage, and if we litter, it pollutes the air and we will die.
We also have Mr. Theodore Roosevelt for the Animal Aid Party. Mr. Roosevelt, what kind of laws would you like to see passed if you were president?
If I were to be elected president, I would pass laws that would help stop the destruction of forests and animal habitats. I would also pass laws that would help stop abuse to animals.
Well answered, gentlemen. For the second question, we are starting with Mr. Theodore Roosevelt of the Animal Aid Party. Mr. Roosevelt, why are you a good representative of your political party's platform?
I'm a good representative because I have made many national parks, and I got my nickname from helping an injured bear.
Mr. Abraham Lincoln of the Equal Rights America Party, why are you a good representative of your party's political platform?
I am a good representation of ERA because I help stop racism.
Mr. Teddy Roosevelt of the Protectors of the Earth Party, why are you a good representative of your party's political platform?
I am good representative for this party because I made national parks with John Muir. Instead of killing an orphan bear, I didn't kill it, and the teddy bear was made.
And finally, Mr. Jimmy Carter of the Medical Help Click, why are you a good representative of your party's platform?
I'm a good representative of my party, the medical health, because I completely eradicated the disease called guinea pig.
For the final question of the night, we are going to start with Mr. Abraham Lincoln. Mr. Lincoln, sir, who did you choose for your vice president and why?
We chose Martin Luther King Jr. for our group because he was a equal rights activist. He also made a speech about a speech. Yeah, I have a dream speech about how every person should be treated equally, no matter their skin color.
Mr. Teddy Roosevelt, of the Protectors of the Earth, who did you choose for your vice president and why?
I chose John Muir because he made many amazing national parks with me.
Mr. Carter, of the Medical Help Clique, who did you choose for your vice president and why?
I chose Jonas Salk because he created a vaccine for the polio virus. Then he deliberately did not patent it so that it would be easy to make and people wouldn't have to pay a lot of money for it. Therefore, he didn't care about how much money he made for himself. He only cared about helping people who had the polio virus.
Mr. Theodore Roosevelt, of the Animal Aid Party, who did you choose for your vice president and why?
I chose Jeremy Bentham for my vice president because he was one of the first ever animal conservationists.
Thank you for your answers, gentlemen. I'm being told that we are out of time with this particular debate. Thank you so much for participating. I'd also like to thank the audience for being so well behaved. Please don't forget, CNN, the Challenge News Network, is your one and only place for mock election related news. Thank you and good night.